today's health, we have ISU women's basketball coach Seton Sobolewski.
It's a tough one.
It is. He's going to talk about this upcoming season and also how to promote your children getting out and playing sports. And this is something that is so important to our youth. But first, let's talk a little bit about the girls that you have on the team this year. I actually got introduced to a couple of them at the Scarecrow auction, and they just seem like great girls that are ready to play, and they're very excited about this season.
Well, we're very fortunate to have a great group of girls and hard workers, good students, always trying to do the right thing, and very passionate about basketball.
And very competitive. There was 2 tickets to buy, and I was, my husband and I were trying to decide, and they both, you had one girl on one side and the other girl.
They're probably vying for each other. And it's funny how it spills over to a lot of different ways. I mean, you look at your Scarecrow auction there, or even on the court. There's certain girls that will race you to the water fountain,
That's great. That's
it's water breaks. We're very fortunate to have people like that who are competitive.
So how does it seem? Last season, my husband and I were able to get out to a few games. Very exciting, very fun. This season, what are you expecting?
Well, we're expecting to kind of build on some of the success we had last year. We won 18 games. We won 12 games at home. We went 12-1 at home. So we played very well at home. But we're looking to keep setting a higher standard for ourselves. Keep raising the bar. We're a little bit more mature now. We're a little bit older. We have more upperclassmen. We have 4 juniors and a senior now, and that's probably the oldest group of players I've ever had, which is nice because they kind of know what to expect. But we're just trying to build a little bit more on last year's success.
Okay, do you have any underclassmen that you're really looking forward to showing some new things and getting out there and kind of spicing it up?
We've got some talented young ladies. We've got some talented young ladies. They're still in the process of learning what Division I is all about. It's a big jump. It's a big jump from high school to Division I women's basketball.
Okay, well, so tell me when the start of the season is, just so people know, and then we'll get to our activity.
Well, our first exhibition game is November 5th against Montana Western at home.
Okay.
And then after that, we start on the road for our first 2 games. We go on the road on the 12th of November to play UTEP, and then on the 14th, we play New Mexico State. And then I believe our first home game for the official home game will be right around the 16th against Boise State at home.
Oh, good game. Okay, that sounds wonderful. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so we have an activity to get your kids outside and moving. I grew up with basketball, and it was always such a fun time to play with our parents and get outside with our friends. So tell us what you have as an activity.
Well, what we're going to do today, I think getting kids involved in any sports is important. And I think with the younger people, you've got to be enthusiastic about whatever you do.
Okay.
And so they've got to have fun. They've got to want to come back the next day and try it again, if you get too competitive too early. But anyways, one of the things I thought I would demonstrate today is just the ability to shoot.
Okay.
Just to put it in a really general term, we use an analogy we call beef.
Okay,
beef. So B represents just balance and bent knees. You got to have an athletic stance. Any sport that you play, you've got to have to have an athletic stance. The next E stands for eyes. What are your eyes focusing on when you shoot? When you shoot, you don't want to stare at the ball. You want to stare at your target. The next E is elbow. So when you're shooting the ball, practicing with one hand, you got to have your elbow underneath the basketball.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then F stands for feet. You got to have your feet shoulder width apart. If you're righty, your right hand should be a little bit in front of your left and pointed directly at your target. So we want to go up and